Hello, today we are going to do a lesson on translating expressions. This is basically when we take words and we convert them into an algebraic expression where there's going to be some numbers, some variables, and maybe some plus minus, parentheses, whatever's necessary. So I want you guys to just take some time right now to do this do now. It says, list some of the words that you can use to describe the following terms. So think about what are some words that you have heard in word problems before or just in your general life or in math class that mean addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. I compiled a list of these words. There are, of course, many different ones, but when solving real-world problems in algebra, this depends on our ability to represent missing or unknown quantities. That's why we use variables. This is easy to do if we know the language. Math is a type of language, so we need to know it. For example, we need to know what operation is meant by the phrase one more. One more would mean you add one. So we need to know different things like that. Remember, we use variables to represent unknown numbers. Variables can be any letter in the alphabet, but we often use letters like X, Y, and Z. For the sake of today, we'll probably just use X unless they tell us to use a different letter. So I want you guys to copy down all these words for addition, add, more than, sum, increased by, exceeds, total, gain, plus, words like that. Then these are words that mean subtraction. Subtract, difference, less than. The word less than or subtracted from are very important words because you want to be careful when using them because they reverse the order of things. Meaning, if I say 2 less than 10, I'm doing 10 minus 2. All right, then decreased by, diminished by, fewer, and reduced by. Then we also have multiplication. Words for multiplication could be times, product, multiplied by. Then they could say things like if you triple, or if you twice it, or if you double it. Or they could also say like 1/2. 1/2 would mean you multiply that number by 1 over 2. And then division, there's not that many words. I thought of quotient, divided by, half of, maybe we'll say a third of. That's when you could divide by 3. Alrighty, so let's use these words today, and let's learn how to translate expressions to and from different algebraic forms. Alright, the first one, 2 more than a number. The word more than means to add, so you're going to just do 2 plus, we don't know what a number is, so I'm going to make it as x. This right here would not be in standard form because we're used to seeing x plus 2, but here, I don't think it really matters. We can choose whichever one we want. Alright, 2 more than a number, we took the number, which was x, and we added 2 to it. The next one, 5 less than 3 times a number. 5, okay. Less than, key word. Less than means you're switching the order of these things. So let's go to the second thing first. 3 times. So 3 times the little multiplication symbol, a number. I don't know what number we're talking about, so I'm going to put x. Then less than means to put a minus sign, and 5. Usually you won't see that little multiplication symbol there. It's just imaginary. So we would have 3x minus 5. 5 less than means you subtract the order, and 3 times the number means 3 times x. Let's look at this one. 7 times a number, okay, 7 times a number. I don't know what the number is, so I'll put x, increased by 4. Increased means add 4. 7x plus 4. Not bad, not bad. These might be a little tricky at first, but as we do more practice with them, especially as we do more word problems, you will get better and better at them. Let's look at this one. The quotient. Ooh, quotient means divide. I always like to make my division look like a fraction. That's how it looks like in algebra. It's not common that you see like the normal division symbol. Okay, of twice n. If I'm twice n, that means I'm 2 times n. Remember that multiplication symbol can be imaginary. With 3 less than means subtract the order n. So I'm going to do n minus 3. Because less than means do the first thing, the second thing minus the first thing. So n minus 3. Alrighty. That is good. Let's look at the next ones. They might get a little bit more tricky, but it's alright. We are writing verbal expressions. We're writing our algebraic expressions using these algebraic symbols. Alright. 3/4. 3/4 means 3 divided by 4. How do I know quarters is 4? There's 4 quarters in a dollar. All right? Of the difference of y and 8, of this whole entire thing. So I'm going to put this thing in parentheses. Of the difference you don't have to change order. y and 8, and the word difference means to subtract. We're taking 3/4 of this whole entire thing, and that whole entire thing is the difference of y minus and 8. All right, next one. Twice a number. I'll put 2x. Decreased. Decrease is another subtraction. It doesn't mean we switch the order or anything. It's just subtraction. 7. 2x minus 7. All right, let's look at this one. 12, less than. Important word. Remember, less than, you switch the order. Less than 8 times the number, so 8x minus 12. We need to get good at these. All right, this next one is kind of tricky. It says, the sum. We should all know what the word means we're adding. The sum of twice x, if you're twice x or 2x, with twice a number, 1 larger than x. So twice a number. I need to put my number here. And my number is 1 larger than x. Well, larger than would mean I'm adding, so I'm technically doing like 1 plus x. That looks funky if I write it like that, so I'm going to put it in parentheses. I'm doing twice x, added to, because it says sum, twice, and our number could be x plus 1. Because you're taking x and you're adding 1 to it to make it 1 larger, 1 bigger. Alrighty, this is where I really want you to pause the video and see if you can do these. Try these on your own. Alright, 8. Decrease. Decrease means to subtract by 6 times the number, so 6x. And the next one, Thomas's age and his dad's age is 4 years less than 5 times his age. Okay, Thomas's age and his dad's age is 4 less than twice his age. So we have less than, we switch order. Over here, 5 times his age, I'll put 5 times, you could put x, but I'll just put a for age. Remember, less than means to subtract, and it's 4. So 5 times whatever age minus 4. And this right here, his is Thomas, so A represents Thomas's age. Alrighty, let's look at this next one. 10 greater than x would just be 10 greater than, we put plus x. Or if you wanted to, you could put x plus 10. That's the standard form way. Alrighty, and this last one. 3, more than means to add twice a number, so 2x. Or 2x plus 3. Alrighty, let's do some Regents questions. Let's see if we can get these right. Which expression represents 5 less than? Less than means switch order. Twice x. 2x. Answer choice 1. Answer choice 2 is incorrect because they forgot that less than means you switch the order. And answer choice 3 and 4 is incorrect because they didn't say twice the difference of 5 and x. Then that would have been that. But here we're just saying twice x, just 2x. Alright, the next one. Which algebraic expression represents 15 less than? The word less than, we switch order, so it would be 15 minus. And then x divided by 9. I know ours looks a little weird, but it is answer choice 1. Alright, let's look at this Regents question. Tim ate 4 more cookies than Alice. Okay, so we have Tim, who ate 4 more than Alice, so 4 plus Alice. Then it says Bob, so we have this person, Bob, ate twice as many cookies as Tim, so 2 times Tim's amount. If x represents the number of cookies Alice ate, let me replace Alice with x. So that would be 4 plus x. Which expression represents the number of cookies that Bob ate? Well, let me see what I know about Bob. I know Bob is 2 times whatever Tim is, and I know Tim is 4 plus x. So I'd be doing 2, 4 plus x. And we could just switch that to x plus 4, which would be answer choice 3. And let's look at this very last question here. She determined that her father's age, so her father's age is 4 less than, remember switch order, 4 less than 3 times her age. And then it says if x represents her age, so x, 3x minus 4, which is answer choice 1. Alright, please don't get discouraged if some of these didn't make the most sense. I really just hope that you were able to do the multiple choice questions where there's already possibilities of expressions given to you and you just have to choose one. But just the more you practice and the more you get good at memorizing those terms, you're going to get better and better. So please make sure this list of words that we made over here, we really need you to be studying and getting ready to have those memorized. Alrighty.